for me in such a way. That's why I praise you. I lift you up and I magnify your name. That's why my heart is filled with praise. Come on, but y'all know it. Come on and help. I love you. I love you. I love you, Lord, today. Because you care for me in such a special way. That's why I praise you. I lift you up and I magnify your name. That's why my heart is filled with praise. My heart, my mind, my soul belongs to you. You paid the price for me, way back on Calvary. That's why I praise you. I lift you up and I magnify your name. That's why my heart is filled with praise. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you, Lord, today. Because you care for me in such a special way. That's why I praise you. I lift you up and I magnify your name. That's why my heart is filled with praise. If you have your Bibles, come with me for a little while this morning to the book of Judges. Judges, the 16th chapter. Judges chapter 16. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, Joshua, Judges. Amen. Judges chapter 16 is the book that you probably don't hear too many people talking from. So that's why y'all having trouble finding the pages might be sticking together. Judges chapter 16, if you have it, say amen. Amen. If you need some time, say wait. Amen. Got it. Almost there. Judges 16 and 1. For the consideration of time, I'm going to read a few verses, but we're going to try to go through the whole chapter. Judges 16 and 1 says this. Then when Samson took Gaza and saw there an harlot, and went in unto her, and it was told the Gadites, saying, Samson is come hither. And they come past him in and laid wait for him all night in the gate of the city, and were quiet all the night, saying, in the morning, when it is day, we shall kill him. And Samson lay till midnight. And he arose at midnight and took the doors of the gate of the city, and the 2 posts, and went away with them, bar and all, and put them upon his shoulders, and carried them up to the top of an hill that is before Hebron. Verse 4 says, and it came to pass afterwards that he loved the woman in the valley of Sorek, whose name was Delilah. And the lords of the Philistines came upon her and said unto her, entice him and see wherein his great strength lieth, and by what means we may prevail against him, that we may bind him to afflict him, and we may give thee every one of us 1,100 pieces of silver. Drop down to verse number 19. 19 says this, and she made him sleep upon her knees, and she called for a man, and she caused him to shave off the 7 locks of his head. And she began to afflict him, and his strength went from him. And she said, the Philistines be upon thee, Samson. And he awoke out of his sleep and said, I will go out as at other times before and shake myself. And he wist not that the Lord was departed from him. Skip to verse 28 if you please. Verse 28 says, and Samson called unto the Lord and said, O Lord God, remember me, I pray thee, and strengthen me. I pray thee only this once, O God, that I may be at once avenged of the Philistines for my 2 eyes. And Samson took hold of his the 2 middle pillars upon which the house stood, and on which it was borne up, of the one with his right hand and of the other with his left. I'm going to stop right there just for a little while. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, the preacher's going to talk about it. Watch where you lay your head. Watch where you lay your head. I think I told the sound team, putting your head on the wrong knees. Y'all gonna help me preach this. I know you don't want to hear that. And the truth of the matter is, when I sat down and began dissecting this text, while this text is centered around one individual, a man, child of Israel, it can also be centered not so much around a male, but around a female. I wish I had some time. Because when I begin to evaluate the text and begin to interpret and study, I found out that there's something soothing about putting your head in somebody's lap. Y'all gonna help me preach more. Everybody gets the wrong understanding of Delilah and Samson. But let me go ahead and tell you, when your head is in somebody's lap and they're rubbing your scalp, it becomes soothing. It becomes relaxing. And I have to say it these days because so many people are running around, not just men, but ladies are running around with extensions and things in their head that they need a man to help rub their scalp. I wish I had some time. Y'all looking at me funny. And they got braids, and everybody wants somebody to rub their head. Rubbing their head is a sign of relaxation. It's a sign of stress relieving, and it helps you to calm your nerves. If somebody's rubbing your head, it is soothing to the mind. That's why you have to be careful in who you put your head, you put your lap in. Your head in their lap. Y'all gonna help me? You can't put your head in anybody's lap. Because your head in the wrong person's lap could lead to destruction. Not just from a male perspective, but from a female perspective. Let me go ahead and walk and tell you, ladies, be careful who you allow to put their head in your lap. Y'all gonna help me? I know it's rough, y'all. So let me go ahead and move this little text. If you want to hear me shout, come to gals in that too. I shout over there. Right now for the teach. Amen. It tells us that we have to be understanding of where we are putting our head and also who's putting their head in your lap. You know, it's strange. It's strange because as this text opens up, the Bible says that Samson goes into the city of Gaza. And when you study the geographical location of Gaza, it's a city that's furthest away from the children of Israel. It's at the back end of the Philistine cities. And to make it matters worse, it means that Samson had to go far away physically to find somebody that he thought he loved. Let me go ahead and help y'all. Because while you are going physically far away, some of us have went spiritually far away. I know you're going to get quiet right there. So let me go ahead and tell you, we have left the love of Jesus in search of happiness that really don't belong to us. Y'all gonna help me preach this, huh? That's why the churches are centered around homosexuality. That's why they are catering to men in the ladies' restroom. That's why they are catering to the same-sex marriages, because they have left the spiritual location of where God wanted them, and they went far away. The Bible says that when he went to Gaza, in verse number 1, it says that he had him a harlot. Y'all gonna help me? That means he had him a prostitute. He had him a street woman. Y'all gonna help me? A red light special. Come on, somebody. He had a lady that really was not his, because anybody that wanted her, if the price was right. Y'all sure got quiet. Hope I ain't messing up nobody's business. But here, after the text says he slept with her, the Bible says that he went again and he started looking for another woman. In verse number 4, let me tell you, when you are buying love, let me tell you, buying love is not cheap and it don't last very long. Can I preach for y'all? Let me go. I know I'm only 41. Some of y'all are twice my age, twice my senior. But let me go ahead and tell somebody in the building: when you are paying for somebody to love you, it don't last very long. You might pastor ain't paying for nobody. If they living rent free, you're paying for their love. Amen. If you cooking all the meals, they paying for their love. If the man can't push the vacuum every once in a while, all right. It's on, right? Y'all gonna help me? I know it's gonna get rough. But here in verse number 4, the Bible says that he found a woman, and the text says he loved a woman in the valley of Sorek, and her name was Delilah. Now let me go ahead and break this word love down to you, because I don't want you to think that it's the love you thinking it is. This love is an erotic love. He had one thing in mind when he met Delilah. Even though she looked good, he didn't love her unconditionally. Can I go ahead and drop a load and tell you, if you're in a relationship, if the love is not unconditionally, you need to get out. Oh, I know, boy. Can I preach for a little while? Hey, y'all gonna have to help me now. They're getting ready to throw stuff at me. If the love is unconditionally, watch it now, watch it. When you sick, they sick. When you hurt, they hurt. When you broke, they broke. I'm trying to help somebody this morning. When love is unconditionally, whatever one is going through, the other one is going through. Because the union of marriage says when a man and woman joins together, y'all gonna help me, they become one. And you don't become one while you still separated. If you going left and they going right, let me move my text. Y'all looking at me funny. The Bible says that the Philistines came to Delilah and said, look, because you look good and he likes the way you look, we want you to entice him. We want you to get him and soothe him and and try to pick it apart so he'll tell us where he's strong. Y'all gonna help me? Don't you know the devil want to know your strengths? Because if he know where you strong at, he know where to attack you at. And his whole mindset is to make you weak. Y'all gonna help me preach for a little while? If he know you get strong by coming to church on Sunday, he gonna make sure you party all night Saturday. So you can't get to church on Sunday. If he know where you get your strength from, he's gonna do everything to keep you from getting your strength. If he know you love to read your Bible, he's gonna find a reason why you can't read your Bible through the week. Whenever the devil finds his way to attack you, he's going to come at you all sorts of ways. Samson, when you read Samson, when you talk about it, you would think that he was wise enough because he was a Nazarite. He was under a vow with God that he would live a certain lifestyle. So you would think that he was strong enough. But let me tell you something about people you think are strong enough. Just because they look strong, just because they act strong, don't mean they can't fall. That's right. That's right. Y'all gonna help me? Right. Y'all looking at me funny. Just because they got it all together. Let me go ahead and put it so you understand it. Just because God blessed you today don't mean he can't take it from you tomorrow. That's right. I'm trying to put it down in your pew so you can understand. Just because he's able to bless you one day don't mean you take advantage of God, because the same God that bless you is the same God that can take it from you. Yeah. And Samson tries to be slick with it. He lays his head in Delilah's lap and he tells her what some would call a white lie. Y'all gonna help me? Or a small lie. I just need to drop the load right here real fast for you, just so you can understand that a lie is a lie. And God don't judge lies by big or small or black or white. God calls a lie a sin. And all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. But when you sin, you are out of the will of God. I just thought I'd throw that in real fast. But here the Bible says that in her attempts to try to entice Samson, she did some things, and Samson told her some riddles. He riddled her or lied to her so that she could not get his strength. Not one time, not two times, but three times. But on the fourth time, Samson folded. Let me go ahead and put some mindset into it. If you are living or messing with somebody and they trying to get at you not once, not twice, not three times, but four times, you should have left. Y'all gonna help me preach? A long time ago. I know y'all don't want to hear that. So maybe some people should have stayed home this morning, but I'm going to tell it to you like it is. If they are trying to tear you down, you got to learn how to be strong enough to leave the situation alone. If they're not in it for your good, you got to learn. Sometimes it means you got to pack your bags. I wish I had some time. And leave the situation you're in, because the same God that got you, he didn't bring you this far to leave you. See, it's some witnesses in here that'll tell you, baby, I've been through hell and high water. I've been through the storm and rain, but I'm strong enough to tell you that God will bring you in it. God will bring you through it. And we got to have faith enough to trust in the Lord. Because when you trust in it, you lean not on your own understanding, but in his, and he will direct your pathway. I got to move this little text. So here in verse number 15, Delilah tells this man something. Y'all gonna help me? Because we always point the text at Samson putting his head in her lap, but let me go ahead and tell you, she has to talk to him. Verse 15 says, Delilah tells Samson, how canst thou say that you love me when thy heart is not with me? Y'all gonna help me? Men, you got to be careful on who you say, I love you to. Y'all gonna help me preach this? Because sometimes you don't love like you think you love.
Right.
Ooh, I'm trying to preach to y'all. But watch this, y'all, because this love that she was trying to get out of Samson was not unconditional. Matter of fact, it had left erotic love. It wasn't even about them sleeping together no more. What she was basically saying is that I got a brotherly love for you, and because I love you like a brother, you should share your secrets with me. Now let me go ahead. Let me go ahead and pull over right here on the side of the road. Keep the engine running. Ladies, you gotta be careful on who say they love you.
All right.
I'm coming. Because sometimes the wrong one will tell you he loves you.
Yeah.
I know we talk about Ruth and Boaz saying you gotta wait on your man. And you gotta do that. But while you're waiting, you have to be careful. Because God will send some people your way. While you waiting on Boaz, y'all gonna help me preach this, huh? He'll send some people your way that are some men or some man your way that have you thinking that they're the right one. He'll be a handsome man. He'll be a rich man. He'll be a spiritual man. He'll be a sensitive man. And then he'll be trying to be your husband. Y'all gonna help me? I'm trying to help y'all for a little bit. Now pick your feet up because some of y'all gonna get mad at me right through here, but let me go ahead and tell you, while Ruth was waiting on her Boaz, everybody say Boaz. Boaz. And the spelling of Boaz is B-O-A-Z. Y'all got it? Everybody say Boaz. Boaz. Spell it B-O-A-Z. Now, since I got that out the way, while you're waiting on your Boaz, ladies, listen to me. Don't come across his relatives.
Amen.
Broke ass, poor ass, lying ass, cheating ass,
Yeah.
dumb ass, drunk ass,
Amen.
locked up ass, good for nothing ass, lazy ass, third cousin twice removed from mama's side, beating your ass. Be careful who comes your way.
Amen.
Because you're sitting here waiting on the wrong thing.
Yeah, you're right.
Because we look at Samson because of what he was. A child of Israel, but we don't look at what Delilah was, and she was a lady. Only reason she was out there because she was looking for the wrong thing in the wrong spot. So let me go ahead and tell you, you gotta be careful who you allow to put their head in your lap. Meaning you gotta be careful on who lap you put your head in. Yeah, sometimes just because it looks good, y'all gonna help me for a little while, don't mean that it is good. I have to stand and tell you that sometimes our eyes will get you in trouble. Y'all don't want to help me for a little while. When we used to eat as children, we used to put more food on the plate. And I used to hear mom and dad say, don't let your eyes get bigger than your stomach. Y'all gonna help me preach this for a little while. Sometimes our eyes will get us in trouble. And watch this. Boy, I wish I had time to really preach this, but we got to get ready to go. Sometimes you have to be careful because they are wearing so much stuff, you don't know what you're going to get when you get home. They going to get home and pull the wig off, the eyelash off, the mascara coming off, the girdle coming off. You thought you had 36, 24, 36. Get home, you got 56, 48. Can I help you for a little while? thought you had a Coke bottle when you got home and wound up being a 2-liter. I'm leaving you. Samson lays the head in her lap. And she begins to soothe him by rubbing his scalp. Or let me go ahead and help y'all. Greasing. Y'all gonna help me? I got some witnesses in here. Greasing the scalp so that it's not itchy no more. Y'all gonna help me? And anybody in here knows that when your scalp is being rubbed good, if you're tired enough, if you're just a little tired, it'll put you to sleep. I wish I had some witnesses in here that knows that sometimes they know how to rub your hair the wrong way. And they'll rub it and they'll have you where you will fall asleep, or you've been to tell them your business. In the military, when I was in Virginia, we used to leave and go off base to get our haircuts, and we used to go into what we call Chinatown to get our haircuts. And this was the first place I actually had this done to me. So when I was in Chinatown getting my hair cut by the little Chinaman lady, she would cut my hair, and then she would blow the blow dryer on your hair while she massaged your head after she finished, and she said, "Haircut real good." Y'all gonna and she would rub your scalp. Y'all gonna help me? While she blow drying, putting the warm air on it, and she rubs it to make it feel good, and it relaxes you, because in the mindset, what she's trying to do is calm you down and make you feel comfortable. And when they try to get you to feel comfortable, you have a tendency to open up and tell all your business. Let me walk down y'all street real fast. When you're in the beauty shop and they put you under the hair dryer, I'm gone. Warming your head up. They're trying to get you so you can begin to tell all your business. I'm going to leave that alone. Because you know, just like I know in most towns, the barber shop and the beauty salon is the highlight of the community. It's where you can find all the gossip, whether it's real or it's fake. Everything starts and ends at the barber shop. They'll tell you who's pregnant, who ain't pregnant, who died, who on life support, who on food stamps, and who's selling them. Y'all know that? Amen. I wish I had some time. But the Bible says that while Samson had his head inside of Delilah's lap, he told her that his strength came from the locks of hair that was on his head. And the Bible says she began to shave his head. That means she was trying to cut down what was holding him up. Have I got a witness in here to tell you that sometimes when they find out what's keeping you strong, they will find a way to make you weak. I need some witnesses in here that know when they tell you you can't sing out loud that Jesus loves the little children, but he loves all the children of the whole wide world. They got a problem with that on the job, but they don't have a problem when you tell them what Teddy Pendergrass said when he said, "Turn off the light." I got a witness in the room. Have I got a witness? Because they get mad at you when you sit at your desk and you say, "Father, I stretch my hands to thee." But they don't get mad and tell you to turn it down when you got the Temptations playing, saying Papa was a rolling stone. Wherever he laid his hat, they know how to break you down. Y'all gonna help me, huh? They want to get you where you're strong, and they try to tear you down to make you weak. So some of you all hadn't had a physical haircut, but you had a spiritual haircut. That means whatever you would use for your strength, they find a way to break you down to make you weak. But the Bible says that when they got Samson Samson and tied him up, that they just didn't leave him alone. They took him and poked his eyes out. They made him a blind man. That means he could not see no more. So physically he could not see, and he was weak as could be. But the Bible says that they continued to call Samson out to the courtyard, and every now and then they would call him to the courtyard, and they would just pick fun at Samson because what he used to do, he couldn't do no more. They would make Samson try to knock things down, but because his strength was gone, Samson would stumble and fall. He could not see because they poked his eyes out, so they would laugh at him. But I'm so glad that the Bible comes in to verse 28, and it says Samson called unto the Lord one more time. Oh Lord, remember me. Have I got a witness in here that knows every now and then you have to cry out, oh Lord, remember me. Not my mother, nor my father, but it's me, oh Lord, that's standing in the need of prayer. I need you now, Lord, because I tried to make it on my own, but I need you right now, Lord. Hold my hand and guide my feet. Anybody in here that needs the Lord and say you called him and he heard your despairing cry from the waters, he lifted me and saved him I. But I'm glad the story don't end there, just hearing Samson call, because the Bible says that the Lord answered Samson's prayer. And that's your shouting cue, Mount Gilead, that whenever you call on the name of the Lord, he will answer. He will hear your prayer. He will answer your call. And not only will he answer, but I'm a witness that he knows how to show up and show out. Ain't he all right? Because the Bible says that he gave Samson just enough strength for one more time to knock down some pillars that was holding up their little parade ceremony. And when he knocked them down, the enemy was taken out. You don't hear the story. What was they was using to talk and scandalize Samson's name, talk about Samson. When God gave him strength, he was able to shake it up. He was able to take the enemy out. Let me close my Bible. My feet's getting light and tell you right here, whenever your enemy pick fun at you, hold on for a little while longer, because God will show up one day. And when he shows up, he has a way of making your enemies your footstool. Have I got a witness? I know you know what a footstool is used for. A footstool is used so you can reach things that you normally could not reach. That means God will make your enemies your stepping stone so you can reach the places that you could not go. I'm so glad I got some enemies, because my enemies keep me a bit down on my knees. My enemies, they talk about me and scandalize my name, but I'm so glad I got a God in verse 28 that he hears my despairing cry. And when I call on the name of Jesus, he comes with his angels. He comes attacking from me. Let me sum it all up. No matter how long you've been away from the Lord, if you call on Jesus, he will, I say he will show up right on time. And I'm so glad that he showed up one Friday on a hill called Calvary. He died, he died. Yeah, yeah. Ain't he all right? I said, ain't he all right? Don't fool me now. Be careful
Yes.
where you put your head.
Yes, Lord.
Be careful.
Yes.
Get to the spot. All you got to do is remember his name. His name is Jesus. It's power in that name. It's healing in that name. It's deliverance in that name.
Thank you, Lord.
It's salvation
Thank you, Lord.
in that name.
Yes,
It's breakthrough in that name. If you want to come out, call on the name of Jesus. If you don't want to call it now, let me tell you what Paul says. One day, every knee is going to bow. Every tongue is going to confess at that name. Doors of the church are open.